All right, let's get right into it. If you're new to freight forwarding sales, this is the breakdown I really wish someone had given me on day one. We're going to talk about how to build a real career, one that lasts, instead of just chasing the next deal with razor-thin margins.
Okay, so let's start with a scene you're probably all too familiar with. A new client calls up, and the first, and let's be honest, maybe the only thing they ask for is a price. I want you to pause for a second and really think, what do you actually bring to that conversation, besides just a number?
Because, and this is crucial, if the only weapon you have is a lower price, you're not just in a difficult negotiation, you're walking right into a trap. And that single mistake, just relying on price, can end up defining your whole career. And trust me, not in a good way.
So let's get into our first section here and really unpack why this race to the bottom is so incredibly dangerous. This isn't just about winning or losing one deal. It's about a whole strategy that's just, well, it's completely broken for a new salesperson.
Think of it like this. You've got two roads in front of you. On the left, you've got the price war. It's this constant, miserable spiral of cutting your margins, stressing out, and always feeling replaceable. But on the right, that's the knowledge advantage. That's where you become an advisor, someone your clients can't live without. The choice you make right now, it's everything.
And this quote just hits the nail on the head. Look, your company sets the pricing. The huge multinational forwarders, they're almost always going to have a better cost structure. You can't win that game. So your real job, your actual value, isn't to be cheaper, it's to be smarter. It's about proposing a better solution. That's how you win.
So, the big question is, how do you escape this trap? Well, it all starts with pillar number one. You have to build a rock-solid foundation of knowledge. This is the shift. This is how you stop being just a price giver and start becoming a true solutions provider.
You have to realize something fundamental. We're not just moving boxes. International logistics is this incredibly complex web of rules, documents, and procedures. And if you don't get how that web works, you'll never be able to see where it's broken for your client. You'll miss their actual problems, which, by the way, are your biggest opportunities.
And this right here shows you the complete transformation we're aiming for. A price giver, they're reactive. They just sit there, wait for a request, and spit out a number. But a solutions provider, they're proactive. They ask questions, they diagnose issues, sometimes issues the client didn't even know they had, and they deliver real value that saves people from massive headaches.
And that is your new mission. Forget about matching a price. Your goal is to know the rules so well that you can create a proposal that is just flat out better, more efficient, and smarter than whatever your competitor is doing. That's your edge.
Okay, moving on to pillar 2. And this is about protecting everyone from a complete catastrophe. We're going to talk about why being accurate is your armor and why it matters so much more than being fast.
I mean, look at this. Booking, docs, customs, delivery. Seems pretty simple, right? Wrong. Every single one of these steps is a potential landmine. And as the salesperson who kicked this whole thing off, you have to own the details and get them right from the start.
Because here's the brutal, honest-to-God truth of our business. One little typo on a document, one wrong classification code, and that entire shipment can grind to a halt. The cargo gets stuck, the customer starts freaking out, and suddenly you have a full-blown crisis on your hands.
You really need to understand this. So many of these fires start because a sales rep was rushing, they gave sloppy instructions, or they just didn't bother to double-check. That creates a massive headache for your operations team, usually at the worst possible time. Getting the details right isn't just about being a good employee. It's about showing basic respect for your teammates and protecting your client.
All right, now for a pillar that is all about playing the long game. This is how you actively build your most valuable asset for the future, your own personal vault of experience. When you're new, that vault is empty. You've got nothing in it. So your mission is to fill it up as fast as you can. And that means you cannot be picky. Every single job that comes your way, no matter how weird or complicated, is a deposit. It's a piece of knowledge you didn't have before.
So when that weird, dangerous goods shipment comes across your desk, you say yes. That super complex cross-trade shipment that everyone else is avoiding, you say yes. That job that requires navigating some bizarre region-specific regulation, you absolutely say yes. Taking on these challenges is how you fill your vault, and down the road, that vault becomes your secret weapon.
The bottom line is this, plain and simple. The variety of shipments you handle in your first few years will directly impact how successful you are in year 5 or year 10. Don't run from the hard stuff. Go looking for it.
Okay,
Let's combine our last two pillars because honestly, they both come down to the single most important resource you will ever have in freight forwarding: people. The ones in your office and the ones across the world.
First things first, let's be crystal clear. This is a team sport, period. The old-fashioned idea that sales brings in the business and just throws it over the wall to operations, that's dead wrong. You and your ops team are two wheels on the same car. If you're not moving in the same direction, the whole thing crashes. Making enemies with your own operations team is, and I'm not exaggerating, career suicide.
And please, never, ever forget this. When you land that huge account, when a really tough shipment goes off without a hitch, it is so easy to puff out your chest and think, I did that. No, you didn't. Your success is always, always because of your team. It's your operations people who actually deliver on the promises you make. So thank them, respect them, every single time.
And to wrap this up, remember that your team is bigger than just the people you see every day. It's global. You're talking to agents and partners and carriers all over the planet. And in that global network, English isn't just another language. It's the tool you use. It's the default operating system for logistics.
So, let's put it all together. Here it is, your survival blueprint. Number 1, master the rules so you can be an expert. 2, prioritize accuracy always. 3, build your experience vault by saying yes to challenges. 4, be a great teammate. And 5, speak the global language of our industry. This is how you're going to thrive, not just survive.
And that brings us right back to the start. The choice is yours, and you make it with every single client call. Are you going to be another salesperson stuck in that exhausting, endless race to the bottom on price? Or are you going to build a real career as a consultant, an advisor, someone who wins because you deliver undeniable value?